It is back to school time, and parents across the country are beginning to shop for their children. Just turn on the television and you are inundated with several commercials reminding shoppers of their great deals. Though instead of these stores just simply focusing on selling their clothes or electronics, they have to push their leftist political agenda. Just recently, the popular teen clothing store American Eagle found themselves in hot water after promoting a denim hijab on their website. Of course, the company faced major backlash and should have served as a lesson for any other company attempting to do the same thing. Well, apparently Gap did not learn that lesson after what was just spotted in their latest commercial. Gap is no stranger to controversy and is often slammed for their commercials every year. Last year, Gap found themselves in hot water after releasing an ad where a young white girl was photographed with her elbow resting on an African American girl's head. The social justice warriors went into overdrive claiming that this was somehow a racist act. Here is the image in case you forgot about it. Then in their back-to-school ad of 2016, the clothing brand faced more backlash after people claimed their new ad was sexist. So, obviously, Gap was tired of being put in the hot seat by these social justice warriors and have decided to placate them. In their latest back-to-school advertisement, they decided to push the liberals' chosen religion of Islam. The commercial begins by showing a classroom in a far-away shot with a teacher asking what if it is too hard? And the students responding I'm gonna push through. As the commercial proceeds, the teacher continues asking various questions to which the students respond, I'm gonna push through. While that sounds sweet and inspiring, that is not what is catching the ire of many people when seeing this chant play out. In the frame the viewer is able to see two little girls with a hijab on their heads and the commercial closes with a tight shot on one of the little girls. Here, watch the video here. Now, many could blame this commercial on Hollywood writers, but in fact, it is based on a real classroom in America. Here is more from NBC 10. It has been a whirlwind year for Philadelphia school teacher Jasmine Wright, who has taken her empowerment mantra from the classroom to a worldwide advertisement for the Gap. Wright's Push Through It chant, which went viral on social media last November following the divisive presidential election, is now the centerpiece of Gap's newest back-to-school advertisement. I didn't expect to get such worldly recognition. I just really wanted to inspire my babies. They're smart students. Just like the mantra's roots, the video features Wright and 14 students in her Frederick Douglass Mastery Charter School classroom performing their morning ritual. What if it's too hard? She asks her students. Wright originally posted a video of the chant to Facebook the day after the 2016 presidential election to enlighten the spirits of her students. The post soon went viral, garnering over 4 million views and landing her a spot on the Today Show. Gap contacted her in late March about adapting the video for a commercial, she said. They even sponsored shirts for Wright's third-grade classroom. Between dressing, makeup, lighting, and reversals, the shooting took 8 hours. But Wright says that was no problem for her students. They were very excited. They felt like they were celebrities, she said. The video ends with the text back to school. Forward with confidence. A message that Wright wants her students to take to heart. Ordinary people can make a difference, she said. It doesn't take a rich person or a special kind of person to be special in the world. Of course, on the surface, this seems like a wonderful mantra to chant, but promoting Islam? Not so much. It appears that this teacher is not one to know the history of Islam or that pushing through is not allowed. In this violent religion, women are subjugated and horribly oppressed, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Women are raped, stoned, and beaten on the daily basis if they are found to be guilty of the simplest infractions. Also, there is the subject of girls as young as toddlers being forced to have genital mutilation in order to promote purity. However, that is not the only glaring issue with this commercial. You do not have to be an eagle-eye to notice that there are no white children featured in this at all. Again, the message that is being pushed is that the black community is the only group of people who have ever faced adversity. These liberal companies seem to forget how terrible the Irish, Italians, and the Jews have been treated. But those are not the politically correct people to care about. The Gap has every right to make any commercial they just, but the American people have every right not to shop either. These companies need to stop pushing liberal talking points and just focus on one thing and one thing only, and that is to make clothes for the public.